Just bought some new things for the XR 400 build. I bought these knives so we can get the gasket off. Goggles. And of course to remove the rust, we got the wire brush set. So let's check the air filter on the XR. Damn. It's not bad to change this thing out. What is this? And I will clean this off. 5 minutes later and this thing looks brand new. Can remove the old gasket with this. So this thing is really amazing. It works great to get the gaskets off. As you can see, it's all off pretty easy. So another problem is these rust spots on the forks. So I got some aluminium foil and I can get them off. Look at these. So this is the result after 5 minutes. Few spots left and I will get these out. Before looks like this. And now let me get this aluminium piece over it and let's see. And this is after. So guys, we got the piston and all the gaskets and everything. We got that for the XR. We also got the front light for the XR. So let's see what's inside and if it's in good condition. This one came from the second-hand marketplace. And this is of course brand new from, I'm not sure which company. I think I ordered prox piston. So let's take it out. Piston, and the gasket set with the valve seals. I paid like 180 euros for everything, so pretty good. There you go. This is the pin. These are the rings. And this is the oversized piston. A 0.5 millimeter oversized. So this is the headlight for the XR. It's pretty good condition for what I paid for it. I paid like 25 bucks for it, so euros, 25 euros I have to say. But that's pretty cheap for these because these are they are not being made anymore, so this is all pretty good. Only the light itself is bad, but we got this one on the bike. So the first ring that you have to put on is the waved ring, this one. After that you put the two little oil rings, one on the bottom and one on the top. These rings, these two little oil rings, don't have a direction. And you also don't have to do the gap, the ring gap. So these are already perfect. Then you have to check your manual of your piston. This piston that I use is a piston from prox piston, and it's an oversized 0.5 millimeter. So you have to check in the manual which ring goes on top and which one goes is the second oil ring. So I can tell you right now, if you look right here, it's a little bit hard to see in the camera, but on the camera, this ring is not sharp. It's like a dome, a little bit round shaped, the edges. But the second ring is really sharp. So that's how you know which one goes on top. Most of the time the top ring is marked gray, so you know this one goes on top. But not on every piston, so you have to check that. So as you can see, there are little signs on the ring. These letters or numbers have to face upwards. So you put them on just like this. Then what I like to do to make sure the gaps of the ring are facing the right direction, I like to look in the manual, and the second, so you to check the manual, like here is the intake, so the IN on the piston is facing this way, it's the same, so like this. Then you see right here, second compression ring gap. So the second ring, this ring, has to have the end on this side of the piston. Let's find this. Just like that. You see this ring gap? This gap has to face right here. And I like to put a mark on it, so you know for sure which side it has to go, even when you are putting it on the engine. And this one is the first. And then we also have to look at the oil top gap and the oil bottom gap. So on this side, oil first, or I have a quick look. Top oil gap, so the first one, and the second one. So like that. Now we will check it. The first oil ring gap is right here. So we take something really small so we can move this. Just like that. It has to be right there. And the other one has to be on this one. On this side. It's pretty hard to do this, so it takes a little bit of time. I will see you when I have done this. So now the end gaps are facing the right direction. The first one on this side. Yes. Second one on this side. Yes, correct. So this is the brand new bore. Looks very clean. So let's put them on the new bike. So we will clean the surface really good with some brake cleaner. So there's no oil because that's not good for the gasket. So now I will search for the bottom gasket, the foot gasket, they will say. Then you put it on. And make sure it's clean and no parts of metal or sand is on it. So I just installed this little clip inside the piston. That little clip is very important, so make sure you install it correctly. So make sure you have some oil on the connecting rod and on the pin, so it's not dry in there, because that will be no good when you start it up for the first time. So then you put some oil over the piston and rings, and also in the cylinder a little bit of oil. And also make sure you install the piston clip on the other side of the piston. You feed every ring, ring by ring you feed it into the cylinder. And after a little while you will get to the point where it will slide in. Just like this. Also you have to make sure that the IN is facing the intake. So guys, thanks for watching. This week there will be parts in, so we can put on the valve seals, we put on the right springs, and then we can finish this thing and start it up. So stay tuned. Guys, I just picked up this brand new second-hand toolbox. Way better than this. So let's put everything organized inside this. So 1, 2, 3. Just like that, everything is in order, in good place, so we can find it back.